Welcome to the Evolution Studio Works podcast series. This conversation offers comprehensive guidance on excellent customer service and provides a structured training course covering topics from defining great service and handling complaints to interview preparation and effective communication strategies, including specific phrases to use and avoid. Presented are 7 essential elements of customer service, emphasizing understanding customer psychology, active listening, empathy, finding solutions, and the importance of follow-up to build loyalty and secure positive reviews. Let's join the conversation.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something really universal, something impactful, whether you're building a business, maybe looking for your next job, or even just, navigating daily interactions. That's customer service. We've sifted through a pretty comprehensive customer service training course and also a deep look at what truly defines excellent service.
Yeah, and our goal today really is to cut through some of the general knowledge and deliver the most impactful insights. We want to help you grasp not just what great customer service is, but maybe more importantly, why it's become such a differentiator in our, hyper-connected world.
Especially with online reviews shaping everything.
Exactly. That immediate impact is huge.
So you're going to walk away with actionable strategies, some genuinely surprising facts, and hopefully maybe a few aha moments that could reshape how you think about serving customers, both external and internal, actually.
Okay, let's unpack this. So most of us think we know what good customer service is, but what does great customer service truly look like? At its core, what takes it beyond just good? Well, when our sources define great customer service, they really go beyond just being polite. It's about consistently providing positive, friendly, timely, and attentive service. And that's across every channel, in person, phone, email. The key difference, though, it's about going above and beyond what the customer actually expects.
Okay. Going above and beyond. So it's not just about getting that one sale done, is it?
Yeah.
What's the sort of bigger picture goal here?
Exactly. The ultimate aim is really to cultivate loyalty. You want customers not just to come back, but to feel, compelled to recommend you to their friends and family. That kind of positive word of mouth, it's not just a bonus.
It's basically free advertising.
It is. And arguably the most powerful kind. It builds trust and credibility, far beyond what any paid ad campaign can really achieve.
This gets us to a really crucial psychological insight from the sources: what customers fundamentally want. It seems it's deeper than just getting a problem fixed.
Right. And this raises an important question, really. Think about your own experiences. When you're dealing with a business, what do you truly want? Our sources point to 3 key psychological needs. Customers need to feel heard, they need to feel understood, and they need to feel cared for. Sometimes, a really frustrated customer just needs that space to vent, just to feel heard. And understanding. That takes active listening, asking those clarifying questions, making sure you're on the same page to avoid miscommunication. And showing genuine concern, even if you maybe can't give them exactly what they want, makes customers feel valued, appreciated. Not having those 3 can often be worse than the original issue itself.
Okay, so we've defined what exceptional service looks like and those deeper psychological needs. But why is it more than just, a nice interaction? Why is it this strategic imperative that every business, every employee, even job seekers should be thinking about?
Yeah.
The impacts, financially and reputationally, seem pretty significant.
Oh, absolutely. If you connect this to the bigger picture, excellent customer service isn't just a nice to have. It's a non-negotiable strategic imperative these days. Happy customers, they come back consistently. That leads to much higher customer retention. And research shows this again and again. Keeping a customer you already have is dramatically cheaper.
Right, I heard this.
Yeah, often 5 to 25 times cheaper than acquiring a new one. Think about the advertising costs, the sales outreach. It adds up fast.
So it saves money, builds that deep loyalty. What about the ripple effect? On a business's reputation, its growth, especially now with everything online.
Well, beyond just keeping customers, those satisfied customers become your best advocates. They actively recommend you to others, and crucially, they leave positive online reviews. And let's be honest, we all check reviews before we buy anything significant, don't we?
Pretty much always, yeah.
Good reviews directly build trust. They boost sales conversions. In today's digital world, your online reputation, it is your business in many ways.
And here's that surprising fact I mentioned earlier, the one that feels like a real game changer. Research consistently shows that customers are actually willing to pay more.
Yeah.
Sometimes up to 17% more for a product or service if they know the customer experience is going to be outstanding. It's not just about being satisfied. It's the value they put on, like peace of mind and feeling cared for.
Which, on the flip side, raises an equally critical point. What's the impact, the often devastating impact, of bad customer service? See, a single unhappy customer isn't just one lost sale. They'll often tell, 10 or more people about their negative experience?
And it just explodes online.
Exactly. It amplifies exponentially with platforms like Yelp, Google Reviews, Angie's List. A flood of bad feedback can literally crush a business's reputation, its bottom line, almost overnight. This really underlines why customer relationship management, CRM, isn't just software. It's a whole strategic framework. Good CRM lets you track customer journeys, personalize things, predict needs, even tackle potential issues before they blow up. It shifts service from just reacting to problems to proactively building relationships.
Okay, so the value is crystal clear. Let's get practical then. What are the, 5 key actions you absolutely have to take consistently to deliver this kind of high-level service?
Right. The first one, and maybe the most fundamental, is simply being welcoming, friendly, and respectful. That very first contact, it sets the entire tone. Think about that story from one of the source creators walked into a luxury car dealership, a Mercedes-Benz, right? Stood there for 7 minutes. Staff walked past, totally ignored them.
Wow.
They just left, went somewhere else. That initial impression, it's everything.
And that's true whether it's in person, email, phone. It's all the same principle, right?
Yeah.
And our sources mentioned a handy acronym for that initial interaction, SEC.
Absolutely. SCC. Smile, eye contact, and comment. A genuine smile. It's contagious, makes things more positive instantly. Even over the phone, people can often hear a smile in your voice. Direct eye contact where appropriate shows you're engaged, you care. And just a friendly, sincere comment, nothing forced, can build that rapport straight away. Make the customer feel seen.
Okay, makes sense. The second essential element then is responsiveness. How quickly you actually acknowledge and deal with the customer.
Yeah, this is one that often gets overlooked, but it's so critical. Emails. They really should be answered within 24 hours, period. No exceptions. Similarly, customers shouldn't be left hanging on the phone for ages. If there's a delay you can't avoid, be proactive. Offer to call them back and give a specific time. There was another story. Someone emailed a hotel with a simple question, didn't get a reply for 5 days.
5 days. So they booked somewhere else, I assume?
Exactly. Responsiveness just signals respect for their time and their needs. It's basic courtesy, really.
Third element, asking the customer questions. So this is about really digging into their needs, not just assuming.
Precisely. Asking specific, open-ended questions is what truly empowers you to deliver brilliant, tailored service. Don't just list options. Ask things like, is there anything in particular you're looking for today? Or what problems have you had before with similar products? Try to understand their buying criteria. What's most important, budget, features, when you need it by, and how soon are you looking to decide? These aren't just polite questions. They get you the information you need to offer the right solution.
Number 4, product or service knowledge. Seems obvious, but what's the key takeaway here?
Well, you obviously need good knowledge to give clear, confident answers, but here's the important bit. If you genuinely don't know the answer to something, never just say, I don't know, or worse, that's not my department.
Right, that just shuts things down.
Completely. It erodes trust instantly. Instead, you pivot. Say something like, that's an excellent question, let me find that out for you right away, or I'll make sure I get you the precise answer for that. And then, crucially, you actually have to go and find it. Follow through.
Okay. And the final one, number 5, which is vital for getting better. Asking for feedback and following up.
This is the only way to genuinely learn and improve your service. You need to actively ask, did we meet your needs today? Or maybe, was there anything else I could have done to make your experience even better? And importantly, write down all the feedback, good and bad. Share it with your team, your manager. That's how the whole company learns and gets better. The best companies. They also send out feedback surveys after purchases. And if the experience was great, they'll specifically ask for those positive online reviews. Helps build trust, boosts their search rankings.
And that follow-up, as one source mentioned, it doesn't have to be complicated. It could be a simple phone call, an email survey, or even those automated drip campaigns offering maybe coupons or news to keep your brand top of mind.
Exactly. It keeps the connection going.
Okay, now for some really direct communication advice. The sources were clear on 5 things you should absolutely never say to a customer, things that just kill rapport.
Oh yeah, definitely avoid these. That's not my job. Instead, you take ownership, find the solution or the right person. I'm sorry you feel that way.
That sounds so dismissive, condescending.
Yeah.
Like their feelings are invalid.
Right. Invalidating.
Totally. Also, I don't know the answer. As we just said, offer to find out instead. I'm sorry, but you misheard me. Again, condescending, shifts the blame. And finally, as I've already told you, that just sounds accusatory, makes the customer feel stupid. Avoid it.
Good list. And on the flip side, 7 really powerful things you should say. Phrases that make customers feel valued, heard, appreciated almost instantly. Yes, these are like conversational gold. Nice to meet you, or thank you for your call today. Simple greetings, but they work. I'd love to understand more about your needs. Can I ask you some questions? People usually appreciate being asked to share. That's an excellent question. Let me look into that for you immediately. Shows proactivity. Thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. This is crucial when someone complains. Shows you value their feedback.
Turns a negative into an opportunity.
Exactly. And this one is powerful. I can understand how you feel. I'd feel the same way if I were in this situation. That phrase alone can often diffuse a complaint because it builds empathy immediately. Also, thank you for being a customer of your company name reinforces their value. And just ending with, is there anything else I can help you with today? Simple, but confirms you've covered everything and are still available.
Okay, let's talk complaints. They're going to happen, right? It's inevitable. But how you handle them can literally be the difference between losing a customer forever and creating maybe your most loyal advocate. Our sources gave us 2 strong methods here.
They did. One is a pretty comprehensive, systematic approach. It involves 7 steps. 1, listen, really listen. Let them talk, don't interrupt. Use active listening cues. 2, show empathy and apologize sincerely as soon as you can. That phrase, I can understand how you feel, I'd feel the same way, works wonders here. 3, ask questions. Clarify the problem, make sure you understand the root cause and how they feel about it. 4, create a swift solution that works for them and confirm they're happy with it. 5, follow up. A day or 2 later, just check in, make sure the solution's stuck and they're still satisfied. 6, learn from it. What went wrong? How can we stop this happening again? And 7, record the complaint. Share what you found with the team, the manager. Builds that knowledge base for everyone.
That's thorough. And then there's that other method, the really easy to remember one, often suggested for job interviews because it's so clear and effective.
Ah, yes, the AST method. It's brilliant in its simplicity. Listen to the customer. Let them explain fully. Apologize sincerely for whatever the issue was. Solve their problem, find a resolution efficiently, make sure they're satisfied, and thank them for bringing it up. Frame it as helping you improve. Solved. Simple. Effective.
Yeah, it's easy to recall. Now, many of the sources we looked at had self-assessment questions, interview tips, which seemed like a great way to actually cement this knowledge, right? Not just listen, but engage with it.
Absolutely. You can test your understanding with questions like, how quickly should customer emails always be answered? Within 24 hours, consistently. What does CRM stand for? And what's its real strategic point?
Customer relationship management, it's about proactive relationship building, not just data.
Right.
What's a really key communication skill for great customer service? Active listening, specifically making people feel heard, understood, cared for. What's the main focus of customer service beyond just the transaction itself? Building those strong, lasting relationships that drive loyalty and people recommending you.
Yeah.
These aren't just trivia. They show a deeper, more nuanced understanding of what excellent service really means.
We have covered a lot of ground today. From really defining great customer service and understanding why it matters so much, to the practical stuff like responsiveness, active listening.
Yeah.
Even specific words to use or definitely avoid. Yeah, you should now have a pretty comprehensive toolkit for delivering genuinely outstanding service, handling those inevitable complaints skillfully, and even prepping for customer service roles if that's relevant for you. This deep dive should equip you not just to, fix problems, but to consistently create truly positive, really memorable experiences for people.
And what's really striking, I think, is how often it comes down to the simplest things. A genuine smile, really listening actively, asking a thoughtful question. Those can make the biggest difference in how a customer feels and whether they stay loyal. So what does all this mean for you listening right now? How might you apply some of these principles in your very next interaction? Whether that's with a customer, sure, but maybe also a colleague or even a friend.
And maybe consider this thought. In a world that's getting more and more automated, more driven by algorithms, that human touch in customer service, it actually becomes even more valuable. Profoundly so. How will truly outstanding human interaction be the thing that sets successful businesses and individuals apart in the future, especially as AI keeps evolving in customer-facing roles?
That is definitely a question worth pondering. We really hope this deep dive has given you a useful shortcut to being well-informed and maybe spark some interesting new insights for you. Until next time, keep digging deep.